Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And this week I'm going to start with some channel related news because just the other day we hit 100,000 subscribers. Something that I genuinely never expected to happen to this channel when I started it. Like back then I thought 50,000 was really going to be the upper limit, like the best I could ever reach as like an English speaking Gundam/Gundam model kit channel. But sometimes it is very good to be wrong. So thanks for joining me on this crazy YouTube adventure of ours, whether you're just joining or you've been here from the beginning. And talking about things that I never expected to happen, the Gundam Seed Freedom movie. Now, at the time of recording, it isn't out yet, but they announced that in 10 Japanese theaters, it will get a midnight launch. So by the time this video is edited and uploaded, it'll probably be out for like 5 to 6 hours based on when I usually upload my videos. So maybe at the time you're watching this, there's already some bootleg version floating around on the internet. Or if you want to experience a better version of the movie, from February the 8th until the 12th, special screenings will be held at the Aeon Cinema Kohoku Newtown. A variety of movies, including Gundam Seed Freedom and Top Gun Maverick, will be screened with concert-grade audio equipment to really allow you to immerse yourself into that sound. And I really wish I could see Top Gun Maverick with that high-quality audio. And what I also wish I could see is the Rising Freedom Gundam snow sculpture that will be at the Sapporo Snow Festival, which starts on February the 4th and will last until the 11th. And of course, alongside it, they'll also have a booth to sell Gundam Seed Freedom related items. Over at the Tamashii Nation Store Tokyo then, the Gundam Seed Series exhibition has begun, and we also got some pictures of the event. And while they do show off some really cool things, what unfortunately caught my eye was that the SH Figuarts Lacus Klein still doesn't look quite right. Like, she looks sick and unhappy, but who knows, maybe that is actually movie accurate. So, moving on to the newly announced collaborations. At La Cittadella, a shopping mall in the Kawasaki Station, you can win autographed posters from the 26th until February the 18th. Then they've also got a big collaboration with Sanrio, where they paired up famous Sanrio characters with the main characters from Gundam Seed Freedom. Just don't ask me who they paired up with who, because the only ones that I know are that Atheron has Hello Kitty, Isaac has a character that one of my friends really likes, and Shin has the not Snoopy character that another one of my friends really likes. So yeah. And these collaboration images will be available on clear files, a variety of acrylic stands, can badges, mini can badges that, despite their name, are the same size and price as the regular can badges, a sticker, Polaroid-esque pictures, a drawstring purse, a tote bag, a mirror, a can badge holder, whose main purpose is, I guess, to add some extra flair to your can badge, a card holder, mini towel, framed picture, and plushies. And alongside these Sanrio items, they also showed off all of the regular Freedom things that they'll be selling at cinemas. And it is a lot. T-shirts, keychains, more towels, more acrylic stands, more tote bags, and so on. And if you're interested in these, then I do have some good news for you. Because not only are these and the Sanrio items being sold at theaters, but they're also sold online through Fruvi, which did give me a pop-up for international shipping. So I'll have both collections linked down below. And also, for every 5,000 yen you spend, which is 34 US, you'll get a limited edition Gundam Seed Freedom postcard. And also still on the 26th, the Gundam Seed Freedom X Joysound collaboration starts and will last until March the 25th. They've got 8 drinks based on the main characters of Freedom, being Kira, Lacus, Atherin, Kigali, Shin, Luna Maria, Isaac and Diarca, and Orphe and Shura. And then they've also got some really cool new artwork of the characters, which you can get on a random coaster with every drink, or an acrylic stand for 1,430 yen, 10 US, a can badge for 550 yen, around 4 US, a clear file for 500 yen, again around 3 to 4 US, or an online limited tapestry for 3,300 yen, which is around 25 US. These goods will be available from the 23rd, and again, this website also offers international shipping, so I'll have it linked down below. From Gundam Seed Freedom then, we go to Witch from Mercury, with some bittersweet news. As the anime is ended, the final episode of the Asticassia Radio Committee went live, and the series itself has been nominated for the 2024 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. The anime is nominated for Best Original Anime, and Cittadella is nominated for the Must Protect at All Costs character. And while I do think that the anime has a good shot at winning the Best Original Anime award, Cittadella is facing some very heavy competition in the form of Anya from Spy Family and Bocchi. So, yeah. We'll really have to see how that goes, but you can still vote every day until the 27th, and I will of course have that linked down below. And then finally from Witch from Mercury, we got all the images for the second volume of the Witch from Mercury Ichiban Kuchi. So let's quickly go over those prizes again. As always, one ticket costs you 750 yen, around 5 US, and prize A is a Cittadella Masterlice X-Piece figure, prize B is a Mirine Masterlice X-Piece figure, prizes C through F are big acrylic stands of Cittadella and Mirine with the Ariel, Guel and the Garibaldi, Elan number 5 and the Frogged, and Shadiq with the Michaelis. Prize G is a visual towel featuring one of the main cast with their famous lines, or the Asticassia colors or Gunt Arm logo. Prize H is an acrylic stand of one of the main characters. Prize I is a clear file and sticker set. And then if you get the last ticket, you'll also get a special kinda shiny metallic-y version of that Cittadella figure. And then talking about the figures, on the 19th we got 2 new Super Deformed announcements. In May, the 25th lineup of Gundam Converge will be releasing for 693 yen each, which is around 5 US. The lineup will consist of the Wing Gundam, Yogdoga Gyune Custom, Yogdoga Quest Custom, a twin ball set, and 2 secret mobile suits from Gundam Seed Freedom, which I'm fairly certain will be the upgraded Justice and Freedom Gundam, which I don't know what they are yet, but again, because the movie is going to be released by the time you're watching this, you probably do know what they look like. And this set is up for pre-order right now and is linked down below. What also went up for pre-order, but is unfortunately Premium Bandai Limited, is the Mobile Suit Ensemble X50 Full Armor Gundam, which will be releasing in July. And not only does it come with everything you need for the Full Armor Gundam itself, but you can also purge all of its armor to turn it into a significantly less armored Gundam. The question is though, are you want to get rid of all of those accessories after spending 8,800 yen on this thing, which is $60, or enough to buy the master grade of the Full Armor Gundam plus a cheap high grade? Meanwhile, on the gaming front then, we first of all got some very surprising news for Gundam Battle Operation 2. Because the Steam version of the game not only got an exclusive mobile suit, but it is an exclusive alternate universe mobile suit, the Freedom Gundam. And this has understandably led to some divided opinions because, on the one hand, Gundam Battle Operation 2 and its predecessor were UC-only games, so it's understandable that there are a lot of people who would want to keep it UC-only. But on the other hand, opening it up to alternate universe mobile suits can lead to other fan-favorite mobile suits being included. And by making it Steam exclusive, at least for the time being, it also gives Bandai a very good idea of what the fans want and whether or not they should extend it to the PlayStation version. Personally though, I think keeping alternate universe mobile suits limited to the Steam version is a good idea, both for the fans and also for the company. Because for the fans, it gives them the choice to play either with alternate universe mobile suits or without them, and again, I can understand both viewpoints. And for the company, it also gives people a good reason to check out the Steam version, even though they might also already be playing the PlayStation version. And talking about that PlayStation version, they got the Engage Gundam Booster version. In the global version of UC Engage then, the UR Anival Gato and GBO2 have become available as unit assemblies, and the raid battle versus the Psycho Gundam has gone live. In Super Robot Wars DD, Amuro Ray can now pilot the Mazinger Z, and in Line Gundam Wars, the Rising Freedom and Immortal Justice Gundam have become available for the game's 7th and a half anniversary. In other news then, the Mobile Suit Girl of the week is the Gelgoog Jaeger girl, whose thruster output is twice that of the high mobility Gelgoog, and she of course also comes with that sweet beam machine gun. Bamco will be part of Anime Japan 2024, which is held at Tokyo Big Sight on March the 23rd and the 24th, and on January the 21st and the 22nd, Bamco held the Bandai Namco Sports Festival, which was timed to coincide with the home game of the Shimane Susanoo Magic basketball team, the basketball team that Bamco themselves are managing. As for the things you could get this week then, first up we had some late January releases without a fixed release date. For 4,950 yen a pop, 33 US, there are the Lookup figures of Nika and Shuichiri Panlunch, of course better known as Chuchu. The figures are mostly static, but their heads are movable, so you can always put them in the perfect position to be staring at you and to be judging you for what you're doing. For 9,350 yen then, 63 US, there's the Cosmo Fleet Special Argama RE. It comes with waterslide decals, an in-scale Zeta Gundam Hyakushiki and Rick Diaz, and pre-applied weathering, which is also the thing that sets this figure apart from the previously released version. Next up, for 13,200 yen then, 89 US, there's the machine-built Skiure, a mostly pre-made figure that is designed to work with high-grade Gunpla, the Zaku 2 and the Girazulu in particular, of course. It comes with its own dedicated action base, different types of handle, and also a weapon rack. And the most expensive thing then, for 24,200 yen, 163 US, is the Gundam Girls' Generation Sayla Mass Rest figure, featuring a curvy Sayla chilling on a beach chair inspired by episode 13 of the original anime. From the beginning of the week then, the fifth lineup of mobile suit mechanical busts spread across Gachapon machines in Japan, being the Gundam Exia Trans Am color version. For 500 yen a spin, 3 US, you could either get the internal mechanisms with a light-up unit, the armor parts in regular Trans Am colors, or the armor parts in clear version. And each set, of course, has that distinctive red Trans Am glow, even the clear armor parts. Then from the 23rd, you could try both your luck and skills to get these Gundam Seed Freedom prize figures from Banpresto. There's the Tomonui plushies featuring Kira, Lacus, Lunamaria, Atherin, Kigali, and Shin. And then we've got the regular figures of Kira and Atherin. They're not perfect, but I have definitely seen significantly worse prize figures over the years. And as per usual, it also shouldn't take too long for them to become available at regular hobby stores for around 20 US each. And then from the 25th, there will be even more prize figures up for grabs in Japanese arcades. A Rising Freedom or Immortal Justice backpack, a pair of shot glasses featuring either Kira and Atherin or Kira and Shin, and tapestries of Kira and Atherin. And then finally, we go back to the 24th, when we got not one, not two, but 3 single releases. For 1,320 yen, 9 US, there's Romantics of Leaving by Seesaw, which is the ending theme for Freedom, and it also comes with a postcard, plus a poster if you bought it from the Victor Online store. For 1,430 yen, 10 US, there's Reborn by Nami Tamaki, which is also available as a limited edition for 2,500 yen, 17 US, which comes with an additional song and a Blu-ray with some extras. And then for 1,300 yen, 9 US, there's Freedom by Takanori Nishikawa with T. Komuro, the theme song of Gundam Seed Freedom. But of course, the big event here is that limited edition for 6,000 yen, 41 US, which comes with a polarized clear version of the high-grade Freedom Gundam. And alongside that single release, they also released this artwork of Takanori Nishikawa in a Zaft Commander uniform. For this week's reading material then, there was the March issue of Hobby Japan, featuring the latest Gunpla weathering techniques and a diorama of Godzilla 1.0, the March issue of Model Graphics, featuring light-up techniques for model kits like the Full Mechanics Ariel, and even the Gundam artifact Cubile, which, if you remember, is a really small 5 centimeter tall model kit, which is less than 2 inches, and they wired up light to this thing. Then there were the works of Kumiko Takahashi for animation, featuring Gundam Unicorn as well as other famous anime like Cardcaptor Sakura, City Hunter, Shinjuku Private Eyes, and Urusei Yatsura Always My Darling. The Nakamura 8 art book called Evolution, which has a wide range of illustrations, including the Gundam Unicorn illustration made for the Battle Spirits card game. You could get reacquainted with our Lord and Savior Kira Jesus Yamato by buying the Kira Yamatopia book, featuring all things Kira Yamato. There was the March issue of The Television, featuring a lot of Gundam Seed Freedom related content. And there was even a limited edition cover that is only available in Tokyo. We had the English ebook version of Gundam Forward Switch from Mercury Edition, which was released on Amazon US, UK, Canada, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and the Netherlands. Yoasobi the Book 3 showing you how to play Blessing from Witch from Mercury, Idol from Oshinoko, Yusha from Frieren, and much more. And then finally, the 18th chapter of Gundam Sequel was released for free online and is linked down below. For this week's Gundam apparel then, unlike usual, we didn't get any clothing items from Strict G or Bankore. There was no news at all from Strict G, and from Bankore we only got some acrylic stands. For 1,320 yen, 9 US, there's a small Gundam Seed stand coming in March, and for 2,750 yen, 19 US, you can get a Light Up in the Dark Earth Federation Space Forces Zeon, Char Aznable, or Amro stand, and for 2,970 yen, 20 US, you can get those same designs as a Light Up in the Dark plate. all of which are slated for an April release. Where you could get your Gundam-inspired clothing this week then were some collaborations, like the Gundam Seed X, however you want to split up this amalgamation of letters. I'm gonna go with Onofi Free because my brain decided that's how we're gonna do it. So, from Onofi Free, you can get a Kira or Atherin inspired leather bag for 16,500 yen, 112 US, a blue or red Gundam Seed scarf for 4,950 yen, 34 US, and then for 11,000 yen, 75 US, there's a bunch of Gundam Seed inspired satin pajamas. And each version is available either without a name tag or with a name tag of the main character or characters who wore that specific uniform. We've got Earth Alliance Blue, which has a Kira Yamato name tag, Earth Alliance White with Mulaflaga, Zaft Green with Miguel, Zaft Red with Atherin, Diarca, Nickel, or Isaac, and Zaft White with Rao, all of which are slated for a March release. And then the second collaboration is Gundam Seed with Levi's. Made with a very interesting Strike Gundam pattern. There's a relaxed trucker jacket for 24,200 yen, 164 US, and a 93-501 jeans for 18,700 yen, 127 US. With a much more subtle Strike Gundam design then, there's a technical anorak for 23,100 yen, 157 US, and cargo pants for 18,700 yen, 127 US. Then there's also a Strike Gundam Robolution rugby shirt for 14,300 yen, 97 US, an Aegis Gundam hoodie for 16,500 yen, 112 US, two types of Strike Gundam Boxy Tee for 7,700 yen, 52 US, a Freedom Gundam LST for 8,800 yen, 60 US, a harness bag for 6,600 yen, 45 US, a pouch for 3,300 yen, 22 US, and a utility beanie for 5,500 yen, 37 US. I think this is the first time that I've ever seen a beanie with a pocket attached to it. But if you want one, online sales start on February the 1st, although I am guessing that that's only going to be on the Japanese website, and in their physical Harajuku and Osaka stores on February the 2nd. And then finally, there was also the Gundam Seed Freedom Gunpla Design Collection that was released through Japanese 7-Elevens on the 24th. There's a Rising Freedom or Immortal Justice Gundam tumbler for 3,179 yen, 22 US, a Gunpla tool pouch for 2,750 yen, 19 US, and a wallet for another 3,179 yen, 22 US. And as always, let's quickly wrap things up with the polls. Gundam.info wants to know which Gunpla from the Gundam built Metaverse anime we would like to use in battle, with the options being the Law Gundam, the Gundam Perfect Strike Freedom Rouge, the Tifius Gundam Chimera, and the Gundam Amazing Barbs Loops. And just like the last few polls, we have a very interesting split between the main website version and the Twitter version of the poll. On Gundam.info, the Rouge is all alone at the top with a extremely commanding lead, and the other three just fighting over second place way behind. But on Twitter, it's the Lupus that's in the lead, albeit with the Strike Rouge in hot pursuit. And then the Law Gundam and the Tifius are again the backmarkers struggling for third place. And to be honest, I'm not entirely surprised by these results so far. Both the Rouge and the Lupus are redesigns of extremely popular Gundams that also look really good in their own right, whereas the Log Gundam is a bit of a boring, uninspired design, and the Typheus was used by one of the worst villains ever, and was also defeated by a kid in an RX-78-2 who apparently has been Gunpla battling for, like, what, 3 days or something? So, not exactly the most confidence-instilling Gunpla out there. But if you want to cast your vote, I'll of course have the links down below. And that has been all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.